Starting tonight and all week long, KX News is diving into some of the hidden items and stories that make North Dakota great.
We begin with Robert Sir, who has a story of a bridge. You just have to see to believe.
About 3 miles from the North Dakota-Montana line, along a small portion of the Yellowstone River that creeps into North Dakota, lies the Fairview Lift Bridge. This is the bridge in 1917, 4 years after it was completed. 103 years later, it looks nearly the same, unfazed by the demands of time. An engineering marvel at the time, the bridge was completed in 1913 by the American Bridge Company to carry the Great Northern Railway over the Yellowstone River and to accommodate steamboat traffic at the time. I met up with Judge Ray Trumpauer. He's the chairman of the Friends of the Fairview Bridge Foundation and a local expert on the bridge's history.
The steamboats had all the political power. The steamboats were able to put into legislation that any time the railroad, which was a new and coming industry, crossed a navigable channel, they had to put a lift section in so it wouldn't interfere with the steamboats.
However, construction of the bridge took so long, once it was completed, steamboats were on their way out. And there are conflicting reports the bridge has never been raised, or was raised just once for testing. By the 40s and early 50s, it became a dual-purpose bridge for trains and automobiles because it was the only nearby way to cross the Yellowstone. But even that was a hair-raising journey.
The gatekeeper sat down at the east end of the bridge, and if you wanted to cross, you let him know. There was a little call house at this end, and if the gates were lowered, he would raise the gate. Now, when a train came through, he would close the gates at both ends and stop the traffic and let the train through, and then the highway traffic could continue.
Once across the bridge, traffic would be diverted up and over the Cartwright Tunnel. More on that in a second. Rail traffic stopped using the bridge in the 1980s, and it has since been converted into a walking and biking trail. Walking across the quarter-mile span is an awe-inspiring experience. For one, the bridge is easily 50 feet above the Yellowstone River. The concrete counterweights that lift the bridge are still hanging, hoping to one day lift the 1.1 million pound center section. The rails may be gone, but the piles remain, covered by strong steel fencing that allows you to see straight down into the Yellowstone. Now, if you walk across the Fairview Lift Bridge, you'll also walk through this, North Dakota's only completed railway tunnel. And you can see by just how small I look on your screen, the sheer size and magnitude of this tunnel. Unfortunately, it's begun to succumb to the demands of time, but plans are in the works to restore the eastern end of this tunnel to its former glory. Also a quarter-mile long, the tunnel is just as impressive, becoming completely dark in the center near where it curves to the other side. Even when we were there, people were walking through it to experience it for themselves. And if you have time, you should too. Reporting for KX News near the North Dakota-Montana line, I'm Robert Sir.
There is no fee to bike or walk across the Fairview Bridge, which was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1997.